I'm Bernard Kenny. I'd like to welcome you to Shoprite. At Kenny Family Shoprite, our promise to you, our guests, are to offer you a world-class supermarket dedicated to surpassing your expectations and upholding the highest standard of excellence to ensure the finest quality, variety, and freshness of product while maintaining competitive prices and strive for 100% satisfaction on every shopping trip. In short, we promise to operate a safe, sanitary facility to provide you with superior customer service and to support your community where we live and work. Here at the Kenny Family Shoprite, we have added many extra free services for you, our guests, to make your shopping experience an enjoyable and beneficial experience. So please stay tuned for the next half hour, and I look forward to seeing you in our store.
Hi, welcome to ShopRite. Today I have a special treat for you. I'm with Diane Pollock. Diane, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
Great. Okay, we are in the Brandywine store on 202, and you also do this at the Christina Crossing store, right? This is a cooking workshop.
Absolutely. We have classes here on Tuesday nights and Monday nights in Christina Crossing, 6:30 to 8:30.
Okay, so you guys, you can sign up by the class or you can sign up by the block. You guys do a winter, a spring, a summer, and a fall, and you take them through soup to nuts.
We have a variety of topics. Tonight's class, we're focusing on restaurant foods that you can make at home. Next week will be Thai cooking. We have things that are basic, things that are more advanced. We have just a wide variety of classes to choose from.
Right. See, so another added benefit here at the Kenny Family Shoprites, not only do they give you the pop-a-lock, they take your groceries out for you, they give you an umbrella if it's raining, they sharpen your knives, they'll teach you how to cook.
They'll teach you how to cook, and not only that, these classes are the most affordable classes that you can find across the board. $20 a person, 2-hour class. Everybody participates. You eat what you make. You go home with great recipes. You won't touch that anywhere.
Right. See, so really for $20, you're getting, well, let's tell them what they're eating tonight.
Well, tonight we're making some fish tacos. We're going to make gnocchi with artichokes. We're making sweet potato fries and a blackberry cheesecake shake.
Right. So not only for $20 do you get to eat that, but for $20 you also get to learn how to cook that at home later.
Absolutely.
Do you realize if you look at the line out there, if there's more than 3 people, you see that they just opened another cash register?
Absolutely.
It's amazing, isn't it?
It is. They flip them through here like crazy, and I get to watch it every week when I'm here.
Yeah. Okay, now speaking of here, let's talk about the products we're using. These are sponsored, the classes are sponsored by vendors of the store, meaning that you can find every product that you use in this demonstration right here at the shop, right?
Everything that we make every week is something that we pull off the shelves. My assistant will shop for the class, and everything is from the store. Kikkoman is one of the sponsors. Tonight we're using Kikkoman, we're using Roland, Dickinson's, of course ShopRite brand products are great. We're using some ShopRite brand corn tortillas tonight, some oil, all the produce, fresh fish, everything.
Right. What kind of fish are we using?
Cod tonight. We're using some great cod.
A great white fish. It'll take the spices very well and
fish tacos. Yeah,
Right.
nice mild fresh white fish.
Okay. Now speaking of that, because we're deep frying the tortillas, and we're using knives. Do you teach them those skills prior to
What we do is everybody has a different skill level. So I won't ask anybody to do something they're not comfortable with. I can also take a little time helping them hold their knife. But every session, we usually have a knife skills class.
Good.
That focuses for people that really want to learn how to use that knife.
Right.
So.
Oh, wait. So you mean if I showed up and I'd never picked up a knife before, you could teach me how to get comfortable with it?
Absolutely.
But if I showed up and I had some rudimentary knowledge, you could teach me how to do like the...
Even more.
Even more?
Yes.
Nice.
Even more.
All right, so I'm holding her to that because I've never been able to do the little whack, 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 whack.
Okay.
You know, I always have to keep my tip down and use
Keep the tip down.
use the heel.
Keep the tip down and use the claw. That's
Right.
all I say. You don't want fingers anywhere.
Yeah, no thumb.
No.
All right, so really quick. I want to hit on this too, because at the Christina store, Christina Crossing ShopRite, they do a lot of banquets, a lot of catering, all that here. But what's special about the Brandywine store that we're in now is they have kosher delis and kosher hot foods, right?
They do. They have a wonderful kosher deli, wonderful kosher hot foods, great array of prepared products, as well as lunch meats and salads that you can purchase. So That's what's different here. They don't have that at Christina Crossing.
Right. Something for everyone at all the different ShopRites. If you guys want to get involved in this, we're going to show you how to cook. We haven't started yet, but we're going to show you the class as we go. But if you want to get involved, call the store, either this one or Christina Crossing. You can come in anytime. It doesn't. There's no specific start date, so you just call and come in and register. Seating is limited though, so we need to get a reservation.
Absolutely. So you just stop at the courtesy desk and they'll sign you up. And it as much in advance as you can, just so we can reserve that spot and come in and have fun.
All right, let's get to the cooking part.
We're going to get started with the fish tacos and the sweet potatoes. So get out your recipe cards and let's talk through the ingredients for the tacos. We're going to use, if you look, it's in 3 components. We're making a slaw. We're going to make the filling, the fish, and we're using, look at your recipe, it says white fish fillets. And you know that if you go to the fish counter, you're not going to find anything that says white fish. White fish refers to a wide variety of fish that mostly feed on the bottom. The fat in them is located in their liver, so they're not a fatty fish like salmon, where the fat is distributed through the gut. White fish could include, and this one says, such as mahi, or grouper. You could do cod, you could do haddock, you could do flounder. And that's the beauty too of like cooking at home, because you can shop the sales. And so tonight we're using some really nice fresh cod, really reasonably priced at $6.99 a pound. So we're using cod. The other thing that we're going to use here, we're going to make our sauce with just some light mayo and the Shoprite pico de gallo salsa. And back here there's like a little display we made of just like you see the Shoprite brand has mango, 3 pepper, 3 bean, roasted. There's different kinds, okay? And we're also going to use their corn tortillas. We'll make our own tortilla shells, okay? And then for the panko and sweet potato fries, we've used panko before, you know that. And these are Japanese breadcrumbs. They're made from bread without crusts, and there's a whole process that they go to. Why you want to use breadcrumbs in a recipe rather than regular breadcrumbs is they're light, they're airy. When you put them together, they don't pack together. They give you a much more crispy coating. So when you're making chicken fingers, or anything you want to bread, use the panko. So you're going to really like these. But I'm going to have you guys do some work for me. The other thing is, look on your fish taco, the slaw. It says finely shredded green cabbage. Just use this. Just get a bag of the coleslaw. It's great. It's perfect. Has some carrots in there, which is great too for the topping. So just use that. But we need to have we need 3/4 cup of chopped Roma tomatoes. And the reason they call for Roma tomatoes, and I'm going to have Jill get started on that, is when you're wanting to chop up a tomato and get the seeds out quicker. I think I've shared this with you before. The chambers in here of the seeds are much, there's less chambers of seed. There's like 4 chambers, and you can get them out by just doing what I did. You can quarter them, and then you can just take the seeds out, just like that. You just remove the seeds. Okay, because you don't want to keep the seeds in for this, because what it's going to do is water down the slaw. And then just dice up just a nice dice of tomatoes. Okay, so I'm going to have you do the rest of that. Jill.
Put it in 2 separate bowls.
Yeah, I'll give you. You can use that for trash, and you can use this for that for the finished product. How's that sound? Okay. And then I'm going to have Michelle down there. For your first time, can you look at your recipe and mix up the sauce? And you're using the pico de gallo and the mayo. And I'm just going to have you mix it together in a little bowl with a whisk. And you need some measuring spoons and measuring cups, right? So do you see what you're doing? So she's just making that sauce real quick, and you can help her. How's that sound? Okay. You guys mix that up. Okay. And then we have the fish. And the fish just needs to get seasoned real quickly, real lightly with some cumin, a little bit of salt. lightly, okay? We'll put that aside. Don't worry, June and Ken, your work is coming. You can start peeling these sweet potatoes, please. I'll give you some vegetable peeler. You guys both do that for me. Okay, you need cumin?
Please.
And you need some pepper?
Yes.
And this is kosher salt. When we get these sweet potato fries going, we're going to be dipping them in 3 different things, and one of them is just some egg whites. So you're done with that?
Yeah.
You separate, please, 4 eggs for me. For the sweet potatoes, we're going to cut them in. It says in your recipe to cut them into fries. Okay, so we're not going to make real fat ones. We're not going to make real skinny ones, just a medium-sized fry. But when you do it, you kind of want to keep them all about the same size. They don't have to be exact, but about the same size, so that when we cook them, they're going to cook evenly. Okay, so you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you a tester, and you guys then can go ahead and cut the fries up all about the same size. Okay, so they're making potato sticks. You got done with the sauce. I'll put that in the fridge. They did these great, these are going to be our fries, okay? Fries are going to go here. They chopped up the tomatoes. They're getting ready to make the slaw. And then what we're going to do, look at your recipe. Pull out your recipe for the panko sweet potato fries, or sticks. What we're going to do is Lauren is going to whip up these egg whites. And it says here, it's down in step 2, whip the egg whites to soft peaks. We really don't want them to get a foamy mess because it has to coat. Okay. And then the other thing in step 2 talks about, it's a 3-step process when you're coating something. We're going to have a little assembly line. Okay, we'll do a little bit of flour, then the egg whites, and then we'll have some flavored panko, and then they're going to go into the oven. Okay, you're going to get a stick or a couple sticks, put it in the flour. Now you need to bang off the stick a little bit. Okay, you don't want to have too much excess flour. Yeah, even a little more on your other hand. Okay, give it to Jill. She's going to coat it. Lauren, and your recipe says you're going to put it in there and you're going to press it a little bit. You're probably going to have to make some more panko. We always seem like. And then it's going to go on to a sprayed baking sheet. We'll spray the tops again, and they'll go into the oven for about 15 minutes. Okay. Let me turn your attention to the fish tacos, okay? You want to look at your recipe. We have this fish. We're going to sear it really quick, but before we do that, we're going to make our tortilla shells. And the way we do that is heat up some oil. And one thing I wanted to say about the tacos, when it gets time to make the actual fish, you'll notice your recipe calls for Shoprite grapeseed oil. Grapeseed oil is used for a few different reasons. Some people choose it because of its health properties. It's really one of those healthier oils that raises the good cholesterol, lowers the bad cholesterol. Also, it's good because it has a medium to high smoke point, which means you can use a higher temperature and you won't burn your oil like some other. And the taste is pretty much, you can't really taste it. So it's really good when you want to fry something, stir fry it. You don't want it to pick up any taste. But that's what we're going to do whenever we're making the actual fish itself. For doing the shells, I'm just going to choose some canola oil that we have in here. We're going to heat it up, and we're going to get ready to form these shells in here. How many have gone out to a restaurant and ordered fish tacos?
Oh, I love that.
You love them?
All the time.
Where do you get them? Well,
Like any restaurant, because I don't eat meat, so
Yes.
I eat fish. So
Yeah.
most of the time I order fish tacos.
fish tacos. So what's going to happen when this oil gets nice and hot, we're going to put this down, and then after a few seconds, we'll kind of bend it in half and flip it over till it's nice and golden brown. Okay, down into the hot oil. Lauren, you might want to look. Down in.
Because I can make that for my gluten-free friends. Because it's corn.
Yes, you can. Then just flip over. And we're just going to go until they're golden. We'll flip them over on the other side. And you want to get them in half before they get too hard to bend in half. Then you got a real problem. Okay, hot pan, little bit of grapeseed oil. This cod's going to go in just a couple minutes per side. Now,
You need me to show you how to do it?
do I need you to show? If I get stuck, I'll be sure to call on you. Thank you. Now remember, like last night we used mahi for the class I taught last night, and that was really it was really nice. But any whitefish, again, and how you know it's done is it gets flaky. Okay, so we're gonna. Okay, again, this is the imported from Italy, the grapeseed oil. Just a little bit, just to coat the bottom of your pan. Use a non-stick pan for this. And then we'll get this in here. A couple minutes per side. Biggest problem people do with fish is they overcook it. Okay, so really what your recipe says, couple minutes per side, just till it's flaky. You know it's not cooked enough if it doesn't flake. If it's like rubbery, okay? So we're just gonna get it in. Let it go. Lauren seasoned this, and your recipe says to season it with just some cumin, salt, and pepper. This is obviously one of those times where you could use your own taste buds and put some cayenne pepper on it, put some adobo seasoning that we've used before, which is like a really good southwestern seasoning. You could do whatever you want. So if you want a little spicy, get some cayenne pepper or chili powder on there, and right now, because that's when the seasoning's all happening, okay? So we're gonna let this go. Okay, and then I'm gonna you can take your gloves off for now, because we're gonna get ready to eat some tacos. Okay, and let me get a tray ready for you. What we're gonna do is we'll put some fish on here with the taco shells. Kenya, whenever you're ready, they'll need plates and forks, so they're gonna eat pretty soon. We'll get some of this. We trust that this is a good flavor. I think if there's lime, you're gonna like it, because the fresh lime juice makes it fantastic. I'm gonna give it a little try. I'm gonna try. It's really good. It's really good. But I put a little more salt in.
I put a lot of salt in.
It absorbs.
Oh, yeah.
It really does into the cabbage. Okay. Let me flip this fish here. Looks good too, huh? Okay. Just a couple more minutes on that. Fish tacos. And remember this sauce that they made before. So we'll get some sauce out. Already getting nice and falling apart. Everybody hungry?
I am just now.
I know, I just love that. I've gone to places and gotten fish tacos that were like fried fish stuck,
Yeah.
and I don't like that at all.
Fish fingers.
It's like they put a fish stick in a taco shell.
Yeah.
And I think you'll really like the fresh taste of this. This slaw is so good that you really could even serve that as a side. If you wanted to doctor that up a little bit with something else, you could put some drained black beans in there. Some corn would be really good. And it's a great side. Use that recipe. It's a great side, like for if you're having grilled chicken.
Oh, okay.
You know, and you wanted like something different on the side. Okay. So nice and flaky. Okie doke. And so what we're gonna do, you all got plates. Let's go down the line here. and we'll dig in. The sweet potato fries are still,
Now
so,
start that in.
start at this end?
Because I'm taking.
Start here, take a little, really?
Once he gets to it, there may not be.
Yeah, there's no.
Okay, okay,
You know, I'm one ahead of you.
Can't switch sides with his either.
and they need the slaw down there then, okay?
Okay, so just to recap here,
Yep.
what we've done, we've had everyone participating. We've had
Everybody.
people were making the potato fries, the sweet potato fries. People were actually frying the tortillas.
Yeah.
Yes, they were
First
chopping.
timer, first timer doing tortillas, absolutely.
Right.
Chopping, everybody doing what they can.
Okay, so let's walk through the steps.
Mm-hmm.
We made the fish.
Fish tacos,
We breaded the sweet potato fries.
yes.
And that's a great process in itself. They had to separate the eggs.
Yeah, they had to separate the eggs. They had to learn about, what this 3-step process is when you're coating something and how to get a good coating on. We showed them how to bake them rather than fry them, a little bit
Healthy.
healthier.
Right?
Same thing with the fish. And I gave them variations to make the fish taste the way they want to. Put a little different spices on, make it spicier. Same thing with the slaw.
Yeah, right. I like that. Because
Yeah.
you're also explaining to them that even though there's a recipe to follow that you provide, that they can do it to their own taste.
Oh yeah, I encourage that. They should always use the recipe as a starting point and then go from there.
Right.
These were, bottom was sprayed, top was sprayed. Gonna put them in the oven about 15 minutes. It might be a little bit, might be a little longer. Also, don't forget, it's gonna matter on the size of stick that you chose to make, okay? Like you're not allergic to fish or anything, are you?
Yeah. Nicely done.
Okay, now we're gonna pull out the sweet potato fries. Get ready to eat those. Everybody has something to dip. Great, look how nice they got. Nice and golden. That's gonna happen, remember how we sprayed the top? So that's what makes them nice.
And we should pass this around?
Yeah, you can try that, the Kikkoman teriyaki marinade to dip in. We have ketchup to dip in, some honey, whatever you want. There's another tray coming, so eat what you want. A lot of times, in fact, I even have powdered sugar over there. Could dust them with powdered sugar. That would be a good topping. Okay, so we are going to start down at this side this time, okay? And pass it back up. Alrighty? You guys go with that. Let me just move this other rack.
Okay, so there you have it, the cooking class, our first cooking class that we filmed here at Shoprite. It's Kenny Family Shoprite on 202,
Yes.
Brandywine. And Diane, you've walked them through a great dish of the tacos with the sweet potato fries. It was a lovely thing. They've all had a great time.
Yeah, we had a great time.
Once again, to join the class, they have to...
They can come into the store and just register at the courtesy desk anytime up until a day before class.
Classes are only held here at the Brandywine store or at Christina Crossing
Yep.
on the riverfront.
Yes, Mondays at Christina, Tuesdays here. Both classes 6:30 to 8:30, $20 a person.
$20, you get to eat it, you get to learn how to do it. Everything on the recipe is sold here at Shoprite, so
Everything.
it's easy to do.
It's great. I've had students that after class will actually go and shop for the ingredients that we just made so they can go ahead and do it at home.
I will be doing the same
Yeah,
thing for
yeah.
the fish tacos.
Yeah,
That was a
good.
beautiful
Yeah,
thing.
it's
These
great.
guys did a great job.
Great.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Until next time, Diane, thank you so much
Thank
for letting
you.
us join you.
Nice to see you.
Thanks for joining us. Thank you guys for letting me eat.
Bye.
Thanks for cooking. Appreciate it. Okay. Hi, I'm here with Lauren, and tell me about it. How was your experience with the tacos?
Oh, I love the tacos. The tacos were fantastic. I love most of the stuff we make, and I'm definitely going to try it.
Is this your first class?
Oh, gosh, no. I've been going for a while. When I first came, I could boil water. That's about it. And I've been coming for a while now. I started when I was in Westchester, Pennsylvania, and then I moved here in September, and I'm so happy to learn that Diane was starting a class here too. And now we have people over all the time. I cooked for my mom's birthday. That was like 15 of our family members. Everybody loved it. I helped cook for Thanksgiving, so I'm like a pro now.
Yeah, you went from burning water to the top shelf.
Yeah, pretty much.
Nice. So what else is your favorite? Are you one of the ones that shops here after you're done so you can get the recipe?
I shop here after I'm done, and then I also come here on the weekends, and I pass by 3 grocery stores, and I still come here because I know they'll have the ingredients, because sometimes we try things that I've never seen before. And that's one thing I really like about the classes is that it's not just the recipes we make. I also learn about new products like chutney. I've never used chutney before, and now I love chutney, and I put it on everything. And I know that they'll have it here, and I know the particular brand that I like, so I drive out of my way to come here.
Nice. All right. Thank you very much.